Pizza Tower. You know it, you love it, it's great. You've heard this all before. But after I S ranked every level, I thought I was done with the game until I realized there was a rank higher than an S. So I set off to P rank every level and get that sweet 101% completion mark. And after hours of torment, I actually managed to do it. Until the noise update came out. I did the same thing I did with Pepino and S and P ranked every level. And that's what inspired me to make this video. I want to share with you some of my thoughts and feelings while on this journey. Yeah, you read the title, bitch. We're gonna go from the bottom all the way to the top and figure out which Pizza Tower level is the hardest to P rank. That's both of them. Okay, so the way this is going to work is I'll start from the easiest level and work my way up to the hardest, going over the secrets, treasures, enemies, all that kind of stuff. And of course, the easiest level is Peppybot Factory. I'm f***ing with you. John Gutter. Yeah, you all saw this coming. It's the first level and obviously the easiest. All the secrets are easy to find and not that much of a challenge. But the most notable secret is the second one, since you have to jump from wall to wall and collect the ingredients. Kinda like another secret, I know, but we'll get to that later. Jerome is just sitting there and the treasure is easily able to find. My only complaints with this level are these little John creatures right here. They follow you around and punch you, which can make your combo break. And these stupid ass fork knights that made me lose my combo so much it took me a whole hour to P rank it the first time I played.
Nope, I'm done. No, I'm done. Get me the f out of here. No, I'm done. I hate this stupid ass. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
They're everywhere, they're annoying, and they make me want to punch a newborn. Other than that, this is a great first level and really fun. The only reason it's the lowest is because I can always P rank this level on my first attempt, whereas Pizza Escape or Ancient Cheese will take me 2 or 3 attempts before getting the P rank. Number 2, Fun Farm. This is the first level on this list to introduce a mechanic, and while Mort does take some time to get used to, it's pretty easy once you do so. Even if he is a pain in the ass on a first playthrough. I don't have much to say about the enemies in this level because while a few of them have pitchforks, they aren't as bad as the Fork Knights. Anyway, Mort's movement is a little tricky because there's no running. There are these hooks that you have to latch onto while having him equipped, and you can't be directly on the hooks to latch on. Nevertheless, Mort is a fun mechanic even if it's a little hard to get used to. The secrets... I forgot about the secret. The first secret has you destroying a bunch of enemies at once and it is so satisfying. Just look at it. Isn't that cool? The second secret is easily the hardest and I actually almost messed it up while getting footage. The whole thing is made up of the hooks from earlier and it's easy to mess up but at the same time easy to get it perfectly. The third secret is during pizza time and it's pretty easy too. Now Jerome's location is something you can just forget about, but it's not the end of the world. I often pass by the Jerome door without knowing until I reach lap 2 though. I do like the escape secrets in this level and it is actually one of the funnest ones in my opinion since you're constantly moving forward and not changing directions every 2 seconds. Anyway, enough yapping. Fun Farm is fun. Number 3, Ancient Cheese. We finally reached the meat and potatoes of this video. Or I guess the cheese and sauce or something, I don't know. The segments from here on will be a little longer. Anyway, Ancient Cheese is one of those levels that's easily forgettable, but the reason I can't forget this level is because of a few factors, but the main one is these motherfuckers. I think they're called Pensers and they're similar to the Fork Knights, but the main difference between the two is that Fork Knights will hurt you no matter what, while Pensers won't attack until they see you, and will charge at you once they do. So if you're running at Mach 2, they can catch you off guard and just yoink your combo away. I've lost so many attempts to these bitches and they are so infuriating. Oh my god, they make me want to fuck. Alright everyone, that's enough of the swearing. Some other enemies do make a return like the, oh my god, Fork Knights. Oh my god. There are these red devil things that I don't know the name of and they can fuck you up too, but not anything drastic. This level introduces 2 new mechanics, with the first one being the bomb and the second one being the disappearing cheese blocks. Anyway, the secrets. Did I forget again? The first secret has the cheese blocks and all you have to do is run, turn, and run. I know what? That's crazy. The second secret has you carrying a bomb to destroy the rat and it's light work. The third secret is similar to the last secret from John Gutter, but instead of destroying metal blocks, you're sliding through brick ones and it's pretty easy. As for Jerome, while his placement is very missable, it's not that hard if you just look around. Now the escape sequence in this level is pretty tricky because you're always turning. It's not as bad as some other levels, but it's still a little puzzling, I guess. Lap 2 is harder since the enemies are spread out and the clock points are slightly more far apart, which can make you lose your combo if you slow down. Even with all these nitpicks in mind, I do think Ancient Cheese is easy. It just took a few tries to perfect. Number 4, Pizza Escape. Wow, only a few minutes in and we've already reached one of my favorites. Sir. Mainly because the music is very catchy. Getting back on topic, Pizza Escape is definitely harder than Ancient Cheese, but it's still an easy level, which makes sense. It's the second level of the game. This level has probably my favorite mechanic in the game, which is the night mechanic. The gameplay might feel very heavy, but it's really fun. Nothing can hurt you where you can destroy metal blocks by touching them. Well, I think by touching them, I don't know. You get a double jump and a down thrust thingy, so moving is easier. But it is a little hard to control, especially at high speeds. But at the same time, it just takes a little bit of practice. So while every mechanic has its disadvantages, this one definitely has the least. Aside from that one achievement. The first two secrets actually require the night transformation, which is good. I would say the first secret is the hardest because you have the highest chance of messing it up. You have to jump from side to side and get the ingredients, and you can fall off if you're not careful at high speed, which can make your combo disappear. The second secret is similar to the first but still easier. You're just double jumping over shit. The third secret is during pizza time and probably the easiest because you just jump on the platforms on the ball transformation. Oh, it's you. Hello. Speaking of pizza time, you can only get the secret treasure during pizza time, so it's better if you do that. And plus, even if you forget about it, you have another chance to get in during lap 2. The roam isn't even that hard to find, so it's a win-win. The enemies aren't anything new here since all of them are ones I've talked about before. The red devil things are here, fork knights are present. The level's fine, but I do think it's harder than ancient cheese because you're worried about your combo more. And there's a lot more things that can stop you during pizza time. If I were to get into all the issues with this level, I'd be wasting time, because we all know which ones they are. Number 5, the crumbling tower of pizza. I guess the true pizza tower was the friends we made along the way. I'm so sorry. Some of you might be confused, but just because it's the final level doesn't mean it's the hardest. The crumbling tower of pizza is just a 5-minute pizza time with no other differences besides the lack of lap 2 or any secrets. I mean, the levels we've talked about before are easier, yeah, but not by a wide margin. Almost every mechanic returns in this level, and the ones that are here are not even a problem. I will admit that it was cool playing this level for the first time. You collect everyone as you escape, and it's such a look how far we've come moment. I'm pretty sure every enemy in the game makes an appearance here, and I'll talk about them when we reach their own level. There's not much to say about this level other than the fact that one mistake can lose you your combo, which is very annoying. Okay, how am I gonna make this funny while editing? One thing that still confuses me about this level is, well, how can they catch up with him? Like how? You see how fast he's moving? Like they must be cheating or some shit, because how the fuck? Number 6, War. I'm gonna be honest, I love War. Okay, wait, that sounds weird. Yeah, War is my second favorite level. There's no pizza time, no pillager, none of that shit. You start the level with a refillable timer and monitors that add 30 seconds to the timer. But you can't stop in this level, so you're never worried about it. This level also has a new mechanic, the shotgun. I mean, the night transformation is my favorite, but I mean, it's a gun, bro. Like, that's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about obliterating everything in your path and being unstoppable. But there are these orange target things that can only be broken with the shotgun. I actually thought they were like the metal blocks the first time I played, but you have to destroy the majority of them if you want the P rank, because the shotgun gets taken away from you in lap 2. Either way, the shotgun is great. Now here is where we encounter some problems. These stupid mines on the ground will explode when you touch them, and they can take away your combo if your guard is down. Then there are these weird tank things that shoot pizza missiles at you, and let me tell you, they are fucking annoying. But you do need them to destroy the rats. It doesn't change the fact that they are probably the worst enemies in this level. Alright, let's talk about the secrets. The first secret is just killing enemies again, so not much to add there. The second secret is the worst because it has the tank things. You can still shoot the missiles, but they come from all sorts of directions. You have the highest chance of messing up this secret, and it sucks. The last secret is near the end, but it's still a little puzzling. You jump over the platforms and kill the little fake pepinos. Also, what is up with that? There are so many pepino clones, it is weird as hell. Anyway, Jerome is near the start of the level while the door is at the end. Interesting twist, but whatever. Lap 2 only has timers at the portal exit, and you have to speed through the level or you can say goodbye to that combo. War is my second favorite level because it feels like a test. It's the second to last level and it challenges how well you've gotten at Pizza Tower's gameplay. You can never stop, and that's why I like it so much. Great level, one of the best for sure. Number 7, Fast Food Saloon. It's crazy how long it took me to realize that Gustavo is drunk during pizza time. That is goofy. Anyway, Fast Food Saloon is the second easiest level on the second floor. There isn't that much here, but this level still does occasionally make me want to snipe someone's forehead. First, let's talk about the horsey races. 3 of them lead to top-ins and the last one is in the third secret. All of them are easy, and in all honesty are kind of fucking pointless, but I digress. There are also the cards and beer bottles, which are a little charming I guess, but I don't really pay attention to these unless I'm going for the achievements. But then there are these stupid ranch bottles that shoot at you, and I don't need to explain how infuriating these little shits are. They can literally stop your combo whenever they want.
What in the actual
There are also these chicken things that run around and drop bombs, and if I go into detail about my pure hatred of these creatures, I'll end up hurting someone, I swear to God. Alright, the secrets are... Bro, a third time? Are you fucking kidding? The first secret has you pressing the buttons and reaching the end before the time runs out. The cheese blocks from Ancient Cheese make a return, but it's a non-issue. The second secret is just speeding on the wind blower things while flipping cards. It's easy. The third secret has the last horsey race like I mentioned earlier, so again, not much to add there. In terms of new mechanics, we have the sausage hole, what in tarnation, and the button things. Not that worrying, but the achievement is pain. You can legit lose your combo because of the secret treasure though. Not that much of a problem if you know what you're doing, but still. Jerome is at the pillar anyways. Pizza time is easy, but the annoying chickens can still get in your way. And yeah, that's it. Number 8, Waste Yard. Now Waste Yard is probably the most forgettable level in the game. And I don't mean that in a bad way. This level just isn't that notable when it comes to difficulty. It's not directly in the middle, but still. It's not a painful experience like some other levels. Anyway, Waste Yard is a waste yard. I have no idea how to word this correctly. Like, I'm trying my best to make this not sound boring. There are 2 mechanics in this level, the corpse and the ghost blanket thing. The corpses are kind of a nothing mechanic if I'm being honest. It's just an auto-moving surfboard that kills everything. But the ghost is interesting because you collect spices to gain speed and you're invincible. But the slower movement speed in the beginning keeps you on your toes. Or fingers. The tiny John creatures make a return and are worse than they are in John Gutter. Because instead of being summoned by John himself, they wait until you pass them and then pop out of the ground. I've been caught off guard by them so many times. The chickens from Fast Food Saloon are here, but they're less annoying since most of them aren't in close proximity. Whew, that vocabulary though. Anyway, the first secret has you obliterating said chickens. It's not that hard. The second secret has you transforming into the ghost and killing them again. Okay, a lot of chicken abuse in this one, huh? The third secret is during pizza time and you run up and down the walls while collecting the ingredients and avoiding John Ghost. Speaking of pizza time, the ghost of Pillar John chases you for most of it, and again, it's not a problem. I just think he looks funny. Lap 2 and pizza time are basically the same though. The secret treasure, as well as Jerome himself, are probably the ones that are the easiest to find. On the second floor, that is. Yeah, Waste Yard is fun, but not that fun. It is definitely fun, don't get it twisted. But it's not as fun, but it is fun. You know what I mean?
What?
Number 9, the Pig City. Now, Pig City and another level suffer from a minor problem in which the level itself is fine and there's no real problems with it. But these fuckers are in it. I don't want to waste too much time explaining Gustavo and Brick's abilities since it's common knowledge. So for this level, let's do a bit of a lightning round. Firstly, there are these little taxi cabs that take you to different areas of the city, all of which having a top end at the end. Except potato. You play the first secret as Pepino and collect the ingredients. Break the metal blocks, all while the pig cops use their sauces change to hold you in place. I just said those words. You play the other secrets as the Dastardly Duo, but the only one worth talking about is the second one, because of how easily you can mess it up. Jerome and the secret treasure are easy to find and collect, and the enemies aren't anything special. Pizza time is not that interesting. Yeah, this one wasn't very hard. Number 10, Deep Dish 9. Okay, we got ourselves a classic for the number 10 spot. This level introduces the rocket mechanic, destroying anything in your path and speeding through each room. There's also the olive bubble that sends you up and also destroys everything in its way. Lastly, there's the portals, which are kinda nothing. All 3 mechanics are really fun and super easy to use. But when you're on your feet, we start to encounter some issues. In terms of enemies, the teleporting olive creature is very annoying. They just vanish anytime they want and can end your combo at any time, similar to the ranch bottles from Fast Food Saloon, but worse. However, that's the only problematic enemy here. The first secret has you collecting ingredients in the olive bubble. It's simple. The second secret is the same thing but in the rocket, and the last secret has you teleporting around. Jerome is easy to get, but the door is very missable. Pizza time isn't as intense as the other ones, but it's still a fun time. Alright, we're halfway through, so take a break or get some snacks or some shit. Number 11, Blood Sauce Dungeon. Alright, we've officially entered the bullshit zone. Blood Sauce Dungeon is a very irritating level in my opinion. The enemies aren't anything we haven't seen before, like the Red Devils, the Pensers, and oh my god, I can't escape. There are these flying blue anchovy things. I don't know. But they've lost me my combo more times than I can count. This level doesn't have any transformation or anything, as the real challenge is trying to move through the level. There are these pizza cutters which are basically everywhere, meaning you have to move slowly in a few parts of the level. Like if you run a Mach 4, you're done for. There's also the lava that bounces your ass up when touched. It isn't hard to avoid, but it only exacerbates the slower movement speed you're forced to have. Yo, I am on fire today. The first secret is... what? The second secret has the lava, but you can just jump over it, it's fine. The third secret is painful. The fact that the pizza cutters are all over the damn place makes it feel so cramped, it sucks. Jerome makes up for it though. Even with all these problems, the level isn't nearly as bad as I'm framing it as. You can still just run through it like a go-kart track. It's completely fine with like 2 minutes of practice. This is all great. But then pizza time. Blood Sauce Dungeon's escape sequence breaks my fucking fingers. You're always turning, dealing with annoying enemies, and the high walls and stuff makes it worse, but we'll talk about that when we get to the noise. It's probably just a skill issue, but hey, this is my list, bitch, cry about it. You might have noticed that I was kinda dunking on this level in the previous segments, and pizza time is the only reason why. Now obviously there are 9 levels that are harder, but this one stands out solely because of its escape sequence. But this is just my experience, it's probably easier for you. Which is completely fine, you know, not everyone thinks the same. Number 12, Oregano Desert. This level is a little painful. The 2 gimmicks are the orange block thingies I don't f***ing know and the spicy chicken wing. The blocks are similar to the blocks from Ancient Cheese, but the difference is that you have to trigger the blocks to break, unlike in Ancient Cheese where they disappear upon contact. The spicy chicken wing sets Peppino's mouth on fire with a mid-air boost and limited control. They're basically invincible too. The areas where they're used are a little annoying to navigate, mainly due to the controls. Again, we'll talk about that when we reach the noise. The enemies who give you the wing are pretty irritating too, mainly during pizza time. There's these cheese creatures that throw axes at you, and they aren't insufferable, but if you move slowly you might get hit. Oddly enough, there's a UFO section that's filled with cows and the UFO enemies. You know, this whole level is kind of weird. Like, look at the title card. What the hell is this? The first secret is in the same room that introduces the orange blocks. You have to break them and then get the points as fast as possible. The second secret has the spicy chicken wing, and all you have to do is jump on the platforms while collecting the points. I've messed this secret up an embarrassing amount of times. The third secret is in the last Pizza Mart area, and all you have to do is avoid the cows. It took me years to find the Jerome door though. It's weird. Pizza time can lose you your combo a lot more than usual though. Yeah, I don't know why I think Oregano Desert is harder than Blood Sauce Dungeon. It just feels like it is. I think it's because of how much shit is in your way during pizza time. Number 13, Crust Cove. Another one of my favorites. Crust Cove doesn't have those devilish turns the way Blood Sauce Dungeon does, but it still has its moments of being on some bullshit. The level is full of a bunch of green goblin pirate creatures that shoot cannons at you, and they can make you lose your combo if you get caught off guard. I know, shocking concept. At the midpoint of the level and during pizza time, a goblin comes up from the foreground and starts raining down these cannons like a maniac. The level is littered with X marks that you have to body slam, and then a naked man hiding in a treasure chest pops out, and if you kill him you get some extra points. But he runs away from you, so you have to do it quickly. Bro, this game is so weird. The enemies themselves aren't anything special aside from these cheese blobs that spit out spikes, and they're kind of annoying. More on that later. The barrel transformation is similar to the corpses from Waste Yard, but you don't move automatically. You have to hold shift, and one mistake in this thing will make you restart the level. Anyway, secret time. The first secret is pretty simple. All you have to do is ride in the barrel and jump around. The second secret is easy too. You just drift around in the water like a f***ing... I don't know actually. I don't know what this man is. The third secret is some bullshit. Okay, not really, but I need to make this sound interesting. You have to parry the bombs to kill the rats. Jerome is just kind of sitting there and he's not hard to find. The secret treasure too.
Yes, sir.
Pizza time and lap tour are actually really fun in my opinion, and it's actually one of the reasons this level is my second favorite. Well, aside from the music. Side note, I really like the statue in the room with the lap 2 portal. Like, he's so happy, he has a little cowboy hat. I don't know, I just think that's charming. Number 14, Golf. Alright, another lightning round because this is my least favorite level in the game. Golf has these golf courses and... Okay, I should have worded that better. But yeah, there are 4 different golf courses, all of which are easy. I'm not getting into more detail because... The golf ball actually restarts the timer for your combo, so you're not worried about it throughout the whole level. The only annoying enemies here are the pizzards, I think they're called. They're worse in other levels but pretty tame here. And these angry boars that charge at you. Like, my fault bro, you were just reading, I'm sorry. The first secret has you getting thrown around in the ball transformation. Pretty fun. The second secret has you body slamming the fort to get the ball to touch the points. This one was kind of creative, I'm not gonna lie. The third secret has you luring the boars to get killed and goddamn! Jerome is pretty easy to find in the secret treasure too. Pizza time and lap 2 is fine, blah 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 blah. Number 15, refrigerator, freezerator. This fucking level, bro, alright, calm down. I think from that little outburst you have an idea of how I feel about this level. I've mostly been calm talking about the levels that I strongly dislike, but nah. Very violent thoughts have come into my head while gathering footage. Anyway, I feel like the most annoying aspect of this level, aside from the ridiculous title, is the enemies. The blue ice ball things only attack after waiting for a while and can mess you up. There are also these Santa guys that fly around and drop you. You little fucking bitch. These snowmen are similar to the Fork Knights from the previous levels, but the snowmen don't get scared when you run towards them. They literally hurt you no matter what. The only way to kill them is to run behind them. And when you're speeding through the level at max speed, you have little to no reaction time. At least you have grind rails. The spicy pizza slice sets Peppino's everything on fire and how is he alive? The level becomes a lot easier since everything just dies when you touch it. Yes, die, you stupid snowman, die. The first secret has you bouncing on top of the little whatever these are and killing the snowman while collecting the points. Good. The second secret is basically the same thing but without the snowman, and the last secret is during pizza time. You have to fly around in the fire transformation and collect the ingredients. Also, Gustavo is frozen during pizza time? Poor guy. Jerome is very good, and the secret treasure is just there. Pizza time is admittedly very fun, but lap 2 is harder since the fire is gone. FFF may not be the easiest level here, nor my most favorite, but honestly, it does look kinda beautiful. And that's alright, you know. Number 16, don't make a sound.
Huh. That's odd. I thought that would be big news. You thought what would be big news?
This FNAF inspired level is pretty fun. It's only this high because the other levels are easier. Anyway, don't make a sound is a bro, I have been sitting here for hours and I don't know what to write. The new gimmick here is the alarms. If you set them off, an animatronic will chase you, and if you get caught, you get jump scared. I mean, it's pretty easy to avoid, but your combo will get removed if you get caught. Also, you have to set it off in certain areas in the level to progress, so I guess that's fun. I don't really have an opinion on it. Also, what is with the jump scare sound? It doesn't sound like someone is getting killed. It sounds like the animatronic is getting tased, like a funk remix. Anyway, the first secret has you getting chased by the mushroom animatronic while collecting the points. One of the few secrets that actually has your attention throughout. The second secret is easy though, you just run up and down while being chased by this disgusting hellspawn. The third secret has you getting chased by the humanoid animatronic while running on the conveyor belts. The secrets here in general have higher stakes, and yes, I am well aware that saying that is like seeing someone wear Skechers during a roast session. Jerome isn't anything interesting, but Pizza Time features the debut of the shotgun. The whole escape sequence is more fun than anything. You finally have the ability to fight back against the animatronics, and the shotgun does its job well. And unlike in war, you actually keep the shotgun during lap 2. And the okay, this isn't funny. Side note, this level looks great. I really like the abandoned pizzeria aesthetic that it's going for. A bunch of uncanny, disturbing imagery in the background, and the cold stares everywhere. I don't know, I like it. Anyway, fun level, next. Number 17, Pizza Scare. Okay, while this level is just a reskinned Pizzascape, it's still pretty difficult. All the enemies are just the same enemies from Pizzascape except they change visually. Like the red devils are now purple bats, but they still kick you into the ball transformation. The pizzards from Golf come back and are kind of the same. The Fork Knights they're dead. Oh my god, they're dead. Well, I would be happy about this, but of course, they have to have some sort of new gimmick. Since they're ghosts, they're invincible. You have to get the same invincibility from the priests that are everywhere and then kill them. But on the bright side, you're invulnerable to any and all damage. Throughout the entirety of the level, this King Ghost guy triggers traps that are scattered throughout the level, but if you just move fast, then you're fine. Hell, you have to bait him to trigger traps in certain parts of the level anyway, and he occasionally gets trapped in televisions and you have to free him. The first secret has you grinding on the rails and killing the bowling rats. That was worded poorly, but I have no other way of explaining it. The second secret, and the third secret has you killing the ghost again. Thank God.
For my reefer, man. That shit good.
What's weird about this level is that Jerome and the secret treasure are actually really well hidden. Like I was lost on my first playthrough. Also, Gustavo is a rat during pizza time. Man, this does not mamma mia. Pizza time is actually pretty challenging, but not in the annoying way. It's difficult but fun. Lap 2 is the same. Number 18, oh shit. Here we go. Oh shit is a pretty annoying level with a lot of issues here. Firstly, the new transformation here involves Peppino being turned into a gross cheese ball that moves automatically and kills everything. And then when you touch a wall, he turns into a cheese monster that moves slowly and can wall jump. Pretty freaky. The enemies here are f***ing annoying. Remember those cheese guys from Crust Cove? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but for some reason their placement in the level makes them worse. The spikes that they spit out are barely visible too, since the background has a lot of yellow. There are also these teenage mutant ninja pizzas that disguise themselves as the Pizza Boy cardboard cutouts. You can just parry them, so they aren't that bad, but still. Anyway, there are also these pinch guys that grab your ass and they grab you and throw you upwards. They're pretty tricky to get the hang of, especially during pizza time. The level is scattered with bananas that can basically just remove your combo, but the enemies that drop them are fine. The first secret has you running through the pipes while collecting the points. The second secret is pretty tricky. You have to get grabbed and thrown up, get the cheese ball transformation, and then kill the rats. A little confusing. The third secret is during pizza time and has you jumping and sliding around on the trash cans. Jerome is... Bro, how do you even get... The door is just sitting and waiting to be opened. Pizza time is probably the worst of them all. Oh wait, there's a lot of twisting and turning with enemies everywhere. Sound familiar? The pinchers are everywhere and the cheese guys that spit are everywhere too. But, despite all these problems, this is my favorite level in the game. Number 19, Peppy Bot Factory. I know you're remembering the joke from earlier, I can see the face you're making. But yeah, this level sucks. The biggest reason why is because it always feels like everything is against you. Like literally everything. There are these Peppino robots, I get that attack you whenever you get close. They're pretty annoying, especially in the actual factory. There are these homing fists that follow you after killing these I'm not saying the actual name of these enemies because what the f. Only the red ones are a problem though. The regular ones just mind their business. The first secret is... Hold on, I think my nose was itching or something. Hello? Is this the recording where I took a shit? Uh-oh. I think this is the recording where I took a shit. Bro, stop. Come back. You're a joke. Are you serious? The first secret has you dodging the homing missiles. If you're a loser, I just super taunt. The second secret is just killing rats with the bombs again. Why are there so many of these? The third secret is the most ridiculous bullshit I've ever seen. You have to kill the rats in the box transformation, and the rats are on top of electrical cubes, so you have to do it perfectly every time. Do you realize how painful that sounds? This is the worst secret in the game. No one is going to disagree. Speaking of the box transformation, there is a limit to how much you can fly, and it's not even challenging, it's just annoying. At least Jerome is easy to find. The pizza time is genuinely the most painful piece of shit I've ever had the misery of enduring. There are these conveyor belts that move in the opposite direction, so you're slower. With dash panels that also move you in the opposite direction. So if you touch them once, you get set backwards like 3 times. And you still have to be extra careful moving on them because there are electrical cubes on top of them. With the enemies that are always right in front of you. Bro, what the f? Okay, if I talk about this more, I'm gonna pop a blood vessel. However, there is still one level more painful than this. A level that even the best of the best players have had trouble navigating. A level that took me hours upon hours to get good footage for this video. A level that is easily one of the worst things I have ever played in my life. I am dead serious. I know the majority of you might disagree, but I don't care. This level is a two-pack of ass. I already kind of explained Gustavo and Brick's abilities before, so again, let's not waste any time here. Actually, you know what? Let's waste time for a little bit. Gustavo's gameplay just kind of sucks. Like completely. He has this rat, which will normally be fine and a fun twist on the standard gameplay if it didn't feel so fucking heavy. It's like the night transformation from Pizza Escape, but worse. Not to mention how fucking slow it is. Like, I'm not saying he should be moving as fast as Peppino because that's kind of nonsense, but it takes this stupid rat years to gain any type of momentum, and his double jump doesn't even make sense. Not only does it work like 70% of the time, but it would have made way more sense to just keep the wall climb. Rats can't double jump nor wall jump. Rats can't run up walls neither. Never mind. Disregarding all of the problems with these two, the level is just constantly unfriendly towards you. The enemy placement and choice of them in general is bad. Because with a character as slow and as heavy as this one, you can't have enough speed to avoid a teleporting olive alien that just appears and hits you. And this problem is everywhere. The Panzers, the Noise Goblins, the Fork Knights, everything. And the issues don't stop here. The first secret has you double jumping on the metal blocks and collecting the ingredients. You can fall off easily here. The second secret is just speeding on the dash panels, the only tolerable thing in this level. The third secret is as Peppino and you have to bounce on the mushrooms and touch the... The level is also cramped as hell, and it's only made worse because of Gustavo and Brick. Another thing added to the list, I guess. Collecting toppings is now through delivering pizzas, which is fine. Jerome is also annoying to collect because... Of course he is. Pizza time is easily the longest, disregarding the crumbling tower, and it still doesn't do this level any justice. You're constantly turning with this fucking snail, and you barely play as Peppino. But yeah, Gnome Forest is just annoying. I do not have anything positive to say about this piece of shit. Okay, ignoring whatever that nervous breakdown was, that's all the levels as Peppino ranked. It's time to move on to the noise. I will say though, don't expect this to be as long as the Peppino segment. I talked about each level in detail and there's no reason to do it again. I'll just be talking about the most important differences. Anyway, number 1, John Gutter, which is the exact same. Okay, moving on. Number 2, Fun Farm. I'm not gonna bother explaining the noise's abilities because... I mean, look at this. Look at this elegance. The only difference here is how Mort controls. He works more like a boomerang than a hook, and because of that, the level is significantly easier. Now, don't go thinking all the noise levels are like this. Don't worry, we're getting to the bullshit shortly. There's not a whole lot to add here. I just think it's a little disappointment that this part is so much shorter. I thought this video would be like 60 minutes, but hey, less work for me, so yippee! Number 3, Pizza Escape. Finally, we're at the interesting stuff. There's not exactly a change in difficulty here, but more so a little bit of a boost, specifically with the night transformation. It's slightly faster and the walls don't stop you anymore. Instead, the noise bounces off of them, so this does change how the level is navigated. The first 2 secrets are much harder and a lot riskier if you don't know what you're doing. Not so much the second one, but the first one for sure. You can just fall off the platform and lose your combo. Just be vibing and then, oh my god! Unfortunately, those are the only differences here. Everything else is the same. Number 4, Ancient Cheese. The main difference here is that the noise holds things with his mouth, so the rats have to be touched to explode. Bro, how the fuck was that a complete sentence? The goblins that throw them at you can actually pose a threat. I remember playing this as the noise for the first time and accidentally grabbing the bomb. I freaked out because I didn't know how to drop bombs. Pizza time is also kind of fun. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to say that. Number 5, War. I know I previously said that this was my favorite level, but that's only as Peppino. As the noise, this is like near the bottom. The main reason why is because of the minigun. Yeah, no special treatment, it's just the minigun. The minigun is just too much of a drastic change because it slows you down significantly when shooting, and since you can't grab dash to get back into action, it results in a pace breaker that removes all the stakes from the level. Man, I am just incredible. And while playing as Peppino, this was justified because it was a shotgun. Just a quick blast, then you speed up again. But with the minigun, you spend way too much time shooting. So if you want to experience the thrill of War as the noise, just wait until lap 2. Also, why is the bucket here? It makes sense in Peppy Bot Factory, but because the cube, but like, why is it in War? Okay, anyway. Alright, we've ranked every level as Peppino and every level as the noise. It's time to combine them and put them into a single list. Before we begin though, I will be referring to the noise levels by putting the word noise in the level name, just for the sake of simplicity. Anyway, enough wasting time. 3, 2, 6. Noise Gutter, John Gutter, Noise Farm, Fun Farm, Ancient Cheese, Noisescape, The Crumbling Tower of Noise, Pizzascape, Noise War, Noise Golf, The Noise City, The Crumbling Tower of Pizza, War, Noise Food Saloon, Fast Food Saloon, Noise Yard, Waste Yard, The Pig City, Golf, Noise Forest, Deep Dish Noise, Deep Dish 9, Blood Sauce Dungeon, Oregano Desert, Oreganoise Desert, Noise Cove, Crust Cove, The Noiserator, yeah, you get the Refrigerator, Fuserator, Oh Noise, Don't Make a Sound, Don't Make a Noise, Noise Scare, Pizza Scare, Noise Sauce Dungeon, Oh Shit, Noise Bot Factory, Peppy Bot Factory, and finally, Gnome Forest. Alright, that's it. We figured out which level in Pizza Tower is the hardest to rank. Well, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, I don't give a shit. So if you're angry that the top spot isn't Peppy Bot Factory, you can either
Go fuck yourself and then go die.
or politely state your opinion in the comments. Or, here's an even better idea. You make your own list and leave me alone! Also, while you're down there, I'd like to request some criticism. Hey, where you going? I'm not done yet. Stay until I'm finished. I hope you can forgive the shit he takes in this video. I promise I'll get better. This is the only Pizza Tower video I'll make. I do love the game, but there's only so much you can talk about. I'm not sure what my next video will be because this one was a pain in the ass. But hey, I appreciate you for sticking around. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Bro, where is the stupid secret area on this floor? Is it up here? It is! What? Pizza? What the fuck?